Hello, Terry here, and we are back with Midnight on the Milky Way. So, previously we have played on hour 0, now we have arrived at hour 1. And I can't wait to meet that whatever that crying person thing is. So, either way, let's continue playing the game, shall we? For a time, all I could do was take in the scene. Scant. How do you read that? Not definitely not scant. Scene. The sinking feeling of being small, of being trapped. It was all too strange to absorb. I went numb with the shock. What realistically can I do? All the way out here without a face or name. In. That sounds so stupid, I exclaimed. So, with my chest puffed out, I began to explore the cars as I came across them, and who it is. Each car was filled with empty seats of simple construction, the only real impressiveness coming from the large window that revealed the stars outside. Slowing slightly, I thought I caught a sight of a small planet surrounded by golden rings. Occasionally, there would be something that I couldn't make sense of, like the sight of a seabird or a school of fish going by. It's too impossible. Like a train in the middle of the Milky Way is possible? Alright. However, I've never been to space until just now, so yes, that's my point. So maybe fish and birds and things of that sort are completely common occurrence. What a lovely sight. Yes, it's like nothing else, but even as I stopped to stare in the wonder, even as I kept my chin held high, it did not help the beating pain and cough between my ribs. Oh, is it? Is it stroke? Heart attack? My disappointment led me to taking a seat by one of the windows. Out of curiosity, I pressed my ear to the glass. A small, tinkling sound, as if the stars themselves were clinking against each other. Maybe that's just their way of conversation. Oh, if I close my eyes and focus enough, maybe I can catch a few words. Maybe I can understand what they are saying. Maybe I'll learn something from the stars. Alright. Oh, oh, you didn't get something. How do I read that? That's so small. You got a real bum on our pals. Am I supposed to whisper? I'll go with whisper. That's not a star. How do I voice this? Welcome aboard the Jiminy 22, fellow passenger. You've been kidnapping for a while. I'm your devoted attendant Doppler. Neko Man. It's a cat. A real and true talking cat. He's wearing some kind of clean-cut uniform, not a whisker out of place. Well, if it is a uniform, then it's certainly for this Jiminy 22 thing. What is it, passenger? It's rude to stare. Sorry. You see, Doppler, I haven't seen another person in some time and I'm a bit confused. Ah, so I take it you're trying to sniff out some answer, huh? That's just it. And Meow want me to help Meow? I nod feverishly. His wordplay is grating, but the prospect of help gets me excited like a puppy. The catman gives me a taut smile. What's a taut? Aha, I see. Sure sucks to be Meow. What do you mean by that? Huh? Oh, I just realized that our main character is more talkative now. You see, fellow passenger, it's not really any of my business. Oh, okay. Oh. Maybe I'm your devoted attendant, but I sure as hell am your friend. What? Okay. Okay. I'm just here to check for tickets and whatnot. Oh, but Mew got your ticket, right? I feel the urge to slam my suitcase over that smug villain's head. Instead, I exercise restraint and open it for the first time. Well, at least that I can remember. Luckily, the first thing I see is a shiny silver ticket. It's cold to the touch and surprisingly weighty. I hope to find a name, but the only thing I can read are the words Gemini 22 one way. The rest is foreign to me. Gee, Senor, you sure are taking your time. I'm just making sure it's alright. Well, Senor, it will be a silver color, which is like a shiny gray. And you're larger than a few inch. Shush up. I know, wait, is it the passenger or the cab? Shush up, I know. Ah, shove the ticket at the smug beast and he gives it a proper hole punch. This seems perfectly fine. He hands it back after he takes an extensive look. I slip it quickly back into my suitcase. Say, Doppler, what would happen if I were to lose my ticket? What? Are you planning on it? No, I just don't know how things work around here, that's all. Sure. His face stays just as smiley, but his eyes feel like they're boring to me. Well, to put it lightly... Oh. You'll be in a world of hell. That's not that threatening, I mean... Aren't we already here? Somewhere? I don't know. Well, Mew can reach your stop without a ticket, right? Yeah, right. I can tell if he's joking or not. Either way, this guy really puts me off. I already spent my way too much time here. A job's. Yep. Look after your ticket. Meow. That feels like a threat, that one. And so the fiend peters away. When Shaheen said that there will be cruel soul in this railway, he really meant it. Still, seeing another person ease my pain just a bit. Oh, the suitcase. That's right, I hadn't really looked it through. Hopefully I'll find something that jogs my memory. Silver tickets? Flower? Rings? Specs, interesting. The precious silver ticket, I better keep my eye on this. Gemini 22 number 00999. Just as I observed before, it's thin but weighty. I can read most of the characters engraved into it. What do you mean? It's only this. What's this? Oh. Rubbing my hand across it, a light silver dusting clings to the pads of my fingers. It's thin, like glitter or fairy dust. I can't help but be amused by that. Okay, then specs, I guess. Won't you look at that, a pair of gold-rimmed specs, indeed. Well, it's not real gold, and the construction is a bit flimsy. From this I solemnly deduce I had weak vision and even weaker bank account. Nothing else comes to mind. You should have seen my spec then. Postcard. Ah, Orpheus Bay. This! It's sure to tell me something. Except the postcard is completely blank. Apparently I was too busy to write anything yet. So frustrating, indeed. The front of the card has a pleasant photo of the ocean. Unfortunately, nothing specific comes to mind. How about flowers? Once this must have been lovely, now they are dead. When you pluck a flower, no matter what, it will end up wilting. I can imagine what or who they were once for. How about the rings? Pair of wedding rings. They feel impossibly heavy in my hands. Real silver? How much did they cost me? I can't for the life of me remember. Interesting, seeing your spec is made of fake gold and stuff like that, and then there's silver ring. Pure silver. Even worse, I can remember who they are for. That means these things are really meaningful. Or it could be not yours, so I don't know. A wave of misery washes over me. The reason I am on this train had to do with these rings. I can feel it. These were so important. But when I try to dig deeper, my throat begins to close up. That's enough for now. Alright. That's all for now, indeed. I latched the case shut again. Yet again, I didn't learn anything new. In fact, I feel almost worse than before. I checked. Such frustration, indeed. I wish I knew just one small thing for certain. Oh, there's that crying thing. I was so lost in thought I failed to notice that a small watery-eyed creature had snuck up on me. A rabbit of all things. That's a rabbit? They stand blankly staring with their red-rimmed eyes. You lost? Uh-huh. They simply keep staring. Is your mom here? Is something on my mask? Sure. How do I read this one? Sure. Are you cheerful? I admit my spirits aren't that high. Nay, sure. Cheerful. As in you crying cheers. I see now. The shorty is asking if I was crying tears. If I was tearful. What a strange question. I don't think I could even if I wanted to. Not with this foggy face. I'm not sure what you're referring to. I'm just fine. But sure, I heard cheers. I think your heart was cheerful. I keep hearing cheers, so I want to see. That's something I don't know how to respond to. Maybe my heart really was in tears. Oh. I sure have you in knots, don't I? Suddenly the child burst into powerful tears. I am so sorry, sir. I showed you sure with sadness. It's quite alright. No man's wish to hear about cheers is so emasculated. Emasculate? I think you mean emasculating, dear. Emasculating? I was never keen in school, sir. I'm sorry. Please calm down. It's alright. My heart was crying alright. It was tearful. Finally, she hears me out. If she cried anymore, we have to swim through the cars. That's alright, sir. It ain't emasculate to have a shop sometimes. She pats my knee to comfort me. Thank you very much. The name is Billy. You have my welcome. Ah, rabbit child. Well, what a well-mannered kid, even if she is a bit eccentric. Nice to meet you, Billy. Billy, how do you read that? Billy or Billy? Billy, I think Billy. I'll have to give you my name, but I'm afraid I don't remember what it is. You don't remember, sir? What a tragedium! A terrible tragedium, certainly, so I'm trying to find something to make me remember. I am looking for something too. Me precious thing. Oh well, what is it? I can help but be infected with her sudden excitement. This will be at least a nice distraction. Okay, before we advance, let me guess, you lost your tickets. It's true, it's precious ash pie. Because I have this peerish, you see. Terrorose, like from the ocean. Okay, it's not the ticket, alright. Aye, pearlish. And I got on this train here, and I didn't have the precious thing anymore. What are you talking about here? Water works again. Billy, don't worry, we'll find it. We will? Yes. Absolutely, it has to be around someplace, right? Sure. So brave. I actually have no clue how I'm going to find those pearls, but now she sees me as so brave. I have no choice but to deliver. Why don't we get looking for them? Many hands make light work. Aye aye, sure. Your world bill now, sure. I shoot up, suitcase in one hand and Billy's paw in the other, and away we go. Aw. So cute. Ah, restaurant. I have no idea what we are doing. What are you two doing? Sure, are you done? Are you doing Rosie in there? I've got myself tucked halfway under one of the tables of the dining cars, deary out and up. Just as in the bar, there's nobody manning the place. That means we can search everywhere as we please. Except... I'm sorry, Billy, there's nothing but carpet under this thing. Sure, no need for sorries. I can see you putting your whole soul into it. I appreciate the appreciation, dear. Wait, is that Billy or... I think that's us actually. More searching that leads to nothing. The furnishing of this place are woefully outdated and worn, with films of dust blanketing entire rooms. Furthermore, the construction is just confusing. Walking from one car to another in a linear fashion feels somehow labyrinthian, with the repeating cars, and when they don't repeat, they seem to be out of order somehow. Say, Billy, if you had a bar and a dining car, wouldn't it make sense to put them together? If people were looking for a proper drink, they have a meal first and then head to the next car. Placing them too far apart seems like a bad business decision. Whoever built this place must have been halfway silly. I pull myself out from under the table with a sigh. Oh. If I were to have a drinky, I want to off me sugar first. Ah. Well, that's a peculiar line of logic indeed. Sure, you just don't understand. A mesh must keep a fig. A fig? No reason why you couldn't keep one if the bar was next car. Although I didn't see any figs stocked up in the cabinets here. Sure, you're acting silly. Fig, as in tall glasses of water. Huh? Too wet. Wet? Sorry. Too wet. That dame got gums up here. I cannot read that. Sorry. Ah, figure. Hey, how do a little kid like you learn to speak so indecently? Clever observation, sure. Too wet. Ah, how I like to give her parents a talking to, indeed. Except they probably aren't here. Billy, are your parents on the train? Nay, they be off sailing, most like it. Ah, sailing. You mean you don't know for sure? Sure, I prefer them to be a sailing than joining me. Oh. Well, Billy part hits like a trade here. I shouldn't judge family matters like this. It's rude to intervene. But I can help but be concerned. You know that you're dead, aren't you, Billy? There's a clear ringing. I hear it coming from the last car. But we already went to that car and it was empty. Dread overtakes both of us. Me heart isn't knowledge. Now calm down, dear. I'm sure it's just an auditory hallucination. Yes, an obligatory hallucination. Of course, and we just coincidentally both had it at the same time. Of course, we shouldn't it be it coincidence. Can I read it? Another. I'm not sure that's a hallucination. Sure, I am fearing for me so. It's fine, it's fine. I really don't know if it's actually fine, but I feel like it's the right thing to say. I'll go check things out. Can you stay here for me? I will guard the home base with my life, sir. No, don't. I salute the brave soldier. With a pounding heart, I march valiantly to my doom. Really? No, don't go thinking like that. That's too masochistic. It will be fine. I'll be fine. Let's see. It will be fine. It will be. There's nobody there. Everything is as if we left. Sorry. Everything is as we left it. Even dust settling on the empty seats lies undisturbed. I can tell if I am half mad and doubly loony at this point. Ah, there we go. And there. Ring. Now that was real. A sudden wave of chills comes over me as the car changes somehow. Hello? Can anybody hear me? Yep, I think they can hear us. I am answered in the most peculiar fashion. Oh. Hello. The car is no longer empty. Out of nowhere they simply appear like phantoms. With some hesitation I approach one of the figures. Excuse me, do you happen to... The person I am speaking to is something like a translucent shadow flickering like a candle in a gentle wind. They don't acknowledge me at all, or at least not in a way that I can recognize. Can you hear me? No response. I wave my hand as in saying hello, but they seems to be in another world entirely. Aha, they won't be able to talk for some time, please understand. Who? I know that polite voice anywhere. Shahir. Shaheen, actually. Sorry. You were like just this. You were just like this when you first entered this train. It is the way of things. Well, that's a strange way to enter a train. A strange way is suitable for a strange train, isn't it? That makes sense in its own nonsensical way. Oh, that's just right. This kid knows more about this place than I do. So if anyone would have seen Billy's treasure, it would be him. Say, Shaheen, have you seen any pearls? Oh, plenty. That was easier than I thought. That's fantastic. Where do you find them? I didn't find them myself. Rather, I traded for them when some merchants came to town. Apparently, it's a popular practice in southern regions. I suppose I did find a few myself, but they were of hardly any quality. I should have known. Of course, it was too good to be true. That's what I get for not being specific. Any reason for the question? I'm actually looking for a specific pearl. They are supposed to be on this train. A friend of mine, well, they are important to her, so I was hoping. Ah, that's much clearer now. Pearls on this train, hum. You both dive into deep thought. I apologize, I haven't seen anything like that here. No need for apologies. I'll try looking for them myself. Ah, have you had any advancement on your memory yet? Honestly, I was hoping he wouldn't bring that up again. Billy has been such a great distraction, I almost forgotten the pain in my chest. Oh, I feel so disheartened. No, not yet. I searched my case just as you said and nothing solid came to mind. It's like I'm playing games with myself, I can seem to win. That's troubling. I don't know how to help you in this case, but you have some time, so don't worry too much. It will come naturally. Now I just feel like he's trying to make me feel better. How do I always end up being the child? Aha, I know. I have a present that might help you. He produced a set of silver inlaid cards from his pocket. They have a dazzling amount of detail in their patterns. You want to play Old Maid? Old Maid, that's right. Therefore, fortune telling, it's a skill that helps when you don't know what to do. I was about to say I don't believe in that ridiculous stuff, but as I'm on a train in the middle of space, I will hold my statement. Shaheen pushes a stack of cards to me. Go ahead, take one and no looking. Might as well try it. Top, middle, bottom. Where should we pick? The top, the middle, or the bottom? I'll go with the bottom. Without destroying the entire stack, I slip one from the bottom. Oh well, it's the card for the Grim Reaper. Shaheen swipes the card away quickly. I don't look! What? I told you not to look, it soils the fortune when you do. Shaheen, what was that card just now? Please understand you're not interpreting it correctly. What does that mean? It's quite scary looking, isn't it? But it simply means the end of things. For example, the end of your search. Oh, are you bothering the other passenger? Or the end of this conversation? Alright then, that's a quick fortune. I'll find you another time. There goes Shaheen. Just like that, he ducks away. How does he move so fast? What were you doing here, fellow passenger? I was enjoying the fine company of these good people. Isn't that right, Miss Lady? The shadow next to me does not respond. I better... Sorry. I better not hear you causing any trouble from here on out. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Thanks, Mew. Fellow passenger. And he finally leaves. I about find it from fear the cat has such an intense way about it. He could learn some consideration from a certain somebody. Billy! No, it would be best to tell her that there's nothing to worry about after all. Billy! Billy! This... Billy isn't here. Neither is my suitcase. Billy, are we playing hide and seek? I check under the tables, through the cabinets, and back under the tables again. I'm beginning to panic. She really is gone. Did she run off by herself? Is she okay? Did she take the suitcase? And my suitcase? My suitcase has my silver ticket. The thing I'm supposed to protect no matter what. Where did I go wrong? Just when I feel like I'm about to lose it, I spot something at the center of the floor. A dark feeling climbs into my chest and stays there. Shaheen. He told me. You'll find many good souls on this track, but there are cruel ones as well. A black spot. It's a pool of soot. And it thinly trails all the way up the ceiling and into a crack in the wall. Hello, valued passenger. There are still 2 more chapters to the story. I'm sure you'd like to see them. I do. Is it ending? Oh no. I was enjoying it so much. Maybe I'm simply making assumption. Unfinished things are the worst, so I always like to see how things end up. But hopefully you have enjoyed it until now. Yes, I do. I enjoyed it a lot. Please watch this game patiently for the next update. Sure do. All sorts of crazy revelations of the highly emotional sort are bound to happen. How passionate, how spicy. Until then, keep your tickets. It's gone. Farewell. It's already gone. Wow, that was interesting. So it is indeed around 40 to an hour, as the developer says. Great. I guess that's all then for Midnight on the Milky Way. I think I've already said it that it is aesthetically pleasing and poetic as well. And I really love all the personality on this train. They are so lovely. Like Shaheen or Huffy or... No, I forget that little kid. Billy, and that cat is not lovely though. So I guess that's all for Midnight on the Milky Way. We have to wait until the next chapter are released. See you later then in the next chapter of Midnight on the Milky Way. Bye bye.